Okay, I think we're live. In one part of the world, we are live. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back again with another stream. That is right, we are back with yet another campaign trail stream. Hello, everybody. I hope everyone's having a phenomenal day, night, midnight, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I'm certainly having a great day myself. And just like I promised, we are back with the campaign trail. One of the surprisingly better games for a browser. It is the campaign trail, of course. This is an election game. So, yeah. Now, before we continue with today's stream, I hope you enjoy these type of streams. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $1 a month, you can join Real American. This is the best way to support the daily content that you all know and love. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. And just like usual, if you want your questions or comments or whatever for sure answered, the best way is to send a super chat. So yeah, super chats are greatly appreciated. They help support the content. But of course, if you got a question, chat, I'll try to get through all of them. But hey, while your question for sure answered, best way is sending a super chat or whatever means to do it. So I hope and recommend you join and actually are entertained by me failing at the campaign trail, because let's be 100% honest, this is going to go horribly. I'm one of the worst people at this game. That's what chat has to say. Yes, we will be doing some of the mods. I'll look at some of them to see what we can do. Any recommendations? Play 1952 Red. Do Dougvember. We did that already. Yes, hello there. Hi, hello there. Not the aliens again. I do want to do the Carlson one. Tucker Carlson. I think didn't we do Youngkin? Play 2002 Netherlands. Alright. Let's start the red one, whatever it's called. Let me just pull it up. Mod loader. 1952. Or let's do 1948 first and see what happens. Alright. Just had to pull it up. Okay. Alright. America stands at the precipice of an election of historic significance. After the death of FDR in 1945, his vice president Henry Wallace took up the burden of the presidency during the tumult of the end of the Second World War. After the costly failed invasion of Japan, Wallace's already shaky approval ratings plummeted. In April 1946, the red flag flew over Tokyo. Today, the Reds stand on the precipice of domination in East Asia. America's imperial allies are unraveling at the seams, and Earth is shaken by an unspoken ideological war. So this one, I guess, related to if, like, Henry Wallace was the VP? Well, Henry Wallace, that's definitely a name that I haven't heard in a while. Oh, boy. So, let's do this. Continue. Jeez, it's loud. I'm muting that. I know you guys can't hear it, but I'm not gonna listen to the music. No way. So who are we gonna play as? Harold Wallace, Harold Stason, or Richard Russell? Okay, so Wallace is obviously the Democrat from Iowa. Stason is the Republican from Minnesota. Richard Russell. Yeah, so this one's like a conservative Democrat, or at least a Southern one. This is a good scenario. I can already tell. This is gonna be pretty good. I don't know about this. What does chat have to say? Very Odd Parents for 10. Will Wisconsin still be tossed up by 2028 most likely? It should already be lean Republican, but concerned it going in the wrong direction because of a Dem turnout machine. I think we are at a point where Democrats, you're talking about, at this point, scraping the bottom of the barrel for turnout in Dane. Is it possible? Yeah. Republicans got to get their act together, but logically, They should not, they should start to run out of momentum a little bit. So, but yeah, I do wonder if it will actually turn into that Republican state. I think it will, but we just got to see. All right, chat is very divided about it. Okay, who should we play as? So it's Richard Russell, Henry Wallace. Okay, let's start with Henry Wallace. I actually don't know who to play. Harold Stassen. I'm just going to copy and paste this so it's so much easier. And, of course, Richard Russell. Alright, who should we play as, chat? Russell. I mean, I've seen a lot of Russells in chat. He sounds like the... I don't know. Alright, so right now, Russell's winning. It's divided between Wallace and Russell. This is a tough one. Yeah, I know, it is a certain Democrat we're talking about here. Make a runoff. Ooh. I don't know about this, chat. 37 people voted. Henry Wallace will make great relations. Russell. I really... Because I know where this is going towards. I know exactly what they mean by state rights. So, Russell's that... People are saying Russell's boring. Do Russell. Like, gosh, chat, you want me to play as Russell? Really? Russell for the balding vote. Alright, how about this? We do one game of Henry Wallace, and then the second game we'll do on Russell, if we have enough time. I think that's fair. Yes, I know he took second in voting. I don't care. We're not doing runoffs. We'll do one of each. Yes. Yeah, so how about this? We do both of them. Because they're both Democrats. I think that's fair. We just do this one first and then get through it. Alright, that's fair? Okay, let's do it. Henry Wallace, continue. Who should our VP be? The party bosses are no friends of President Wallace. House Minority Leader Sam Rayburn included. A quiet and austere figure in Washington. Rayburn is a uniquely flexible and effective legislator. Rayburn is the expected choice for VP, and has powerful allies in the party who will need to be on Wallace's side if he wants even the slimmest shot at re-election. It also doesn't hurt that Rayburn is a Southerner, and will make Texas a more likely win. Rayburn and Wallace have a tested relationship. The former blames the latter for Democrats' devastating defeat in 1946, which saw Democrats lose a catastrophic 89 seats. Jeez! Well, jeez. Rayburn will expect Wallace to moderate some of his more radical positions and make significant concessions to the party establishment. James Roosevelt, film producer, nah. Let's see. Okay. Representative, Senator, Supreme Court Justice, and the Director of War. Yeah, so... This is an interesting one. People are saying pick Roosevelt. Go full communist. Yeah, Taylor's the one with the communist tendencies, sounds like. Rayburn. I think for us to win, like, unironically, we gotta go with Rayburn to have any shot of winning. The rest of the bozos are gonna kill us somehow. Let's see. Yeah, let's go Rayburn. I think it makes the most sense. Because, like, nobody cares about, like, freaking the FDR guy. Taylor because communist. We're doing Rayburn. Rayburn is going to be our guy. Why not? Yeah, let's just go with Rayburn. Well, let's play it safe here. Difficulty. Let's just play normal. I suck at this game. Alright. How does the map... Oh, dear lord. Oh my god. Wallace, jeez. Well. That isn't good. Well. Jeez. Alright, back to the game. Former Prime Minister Winston Churchill, recently voted out of office, has delivered a speech in Fulton, Missouri, on his tour of the U.S., where he said that an Iron Curtain now divides Europe, from Steden in the Baltic to Trieste in the Adriatic. Do you have any comment on the Prime Minister's words? It's Jover. What did Wallace do? Yeah, what the hell? Yeah, we need some good RNG. Churchill's courageous and intelligent, and one who I have strongest respect for. With that being said, I have to disagree with him on the premise. We don't know yet whether the Soviets will abide by their pledge of free elections. That one's going to hurt us. Because in this scenario, did Japan go communist, right? There's a failed invasion of Japan. I disagree with the former prime minister on the strongest terms. Together with the Soviet Union, we'll overcome the Nazi menace and restore order to the world. Yeah, aren't the Nazis already gone? Unfortunately, I have to agree with Churchill. Until the Soviets make good on their pledge of free elections, they must be correctly identified as the enemy of the free world. Yeah, so I think just, we'll go with option 3. Screw it. I think that makes the most sense here. Because the first one, that's going to make him seem like a communist, I would say. Third one, I actually think makes the most sense. This runs against all your previous statements on the issue, but is more in line with the general mood. Republicans accuse you of flip-flopping ahead of the midterms. Well, it's our best freaking option. Other than that, we're screwed. New legislation has reached your desk. The Labor Management Relationships Act of 1947, a bill easily passed by Congress that seeks to restrict the power of labor unions. Will you sign it? Despite conflicting feelings on the issue, it is clear that the bill went through a thorough legislative process and has popular support among representatives in both parties. I will sign it. Now, because here's our problem here. We obviously got, like, the George Wallace election with Russell. He's definitely going to be a bit more of the conservative candidate. We're going to need to play this smart. Yeah, so I would say, because how are we looking in the... Yeah, so there's a lot of union workers up here in the Midwest. That's obviously where we are most support, probably. This is a tough one. People are saying veto. Hello, Real American. Hello there. Veto it. Yeah, I think we have to veto it. Because it's not going to... We can't go full-blown moderate and just, like, lose. This was expected from you and will bolster your already strong support among labor voters. However, Congress quickly overturns your vote, and the newly enacted bill becomes known as the Taft-Hartley Act. Well, that explains a lot. Hey, we're in first place in freaking Texas. Oh my gosh, we're gonna get killed. We need to reach out for the Skinwalker vote. Chairman Mao, the leader of the communist forces in China, emboldened by their Soviet victory, has launched an offensive against the Kuomintang forces. Reports indicate that they've been supplied with Soviet arms. Yeah, this one... How does everybody think about this? Okay. This is a tough one. Because it's... Because we're letting, like, China just, like, take over, pretty much. Or the communists take over China. Ooh, decisions, chat. Decisions. Rap's going for the Elf-Landed strategy. So soon after the Second World War, the people are hardly clamoring for return of a conflict, I will announce a new aid program and invite President Chang and Chairman Mao and summit to Honolulu and stop the fighting and extend the truce. That's probably our best option. I'm saying this one. Well, so much for that. After a grueling set of primaries where you were challenged by a scattered set of opponents, including Richard Russell, Harry Truman, James Barnes, and Paul McNutt, you have been nominated as a deeply split convention to run for a term of your own right. What would you say to address your delegates? Ooh. It's Jover. Yeah, we're gonna go for the second New Deal, screw it. It's a clever idea to deflect from your foreign policy and center your campaign on your economic issues. Regardless, it's going to be difficult to overcome your polling chasm you find yourself facing down. Well, it's our best option. We're going for frickin' full... Screw it, we're going full Democrat. Full communist, why not? Why do you choose Minority Leader Sam Rayburn? Let's see. Sam Rayburn is a serious and effective force in Washington. Now, let's go the first one. That's a nice idea, but it's going to take a lot more than that to convince the South of your good intentions after nearly 4 years of a near-naked embrace of desegregation. After your nomination for president, over 150 Southern delegates have conducted a walkout from the convention, led by South Carolina Governor Strom Thurmond. Of course it's him. Do you have anything to say to convince the Democrats who remain to endorse your candidacy? We cannot afford a split ticket. And maybe an earnest attempt at moderation, but after your countless attacks in the South as they see it, they are not convinced. As well, your core supporters are furious with the switch in positions. Hey, we're winning something! Yes! We're pulling it off, everybody. We got some magic beans. We did it. We're gonna win something. We're at oh gosh. We're at 49 electoral votes. We chose him because he's a neo-establishment shill. Pretty much. Alright, we're going to Florida. After many of the Southern delegates walked out of the convention, a young Minneapolis mayor by the name of Herbert Humphrey has publicly urged the convention to get out of the shadow of state rights and walk forthrightly into the bright sunshine of human rights, to the applause of the most remaining members. Not many of your supporters are demanding civil rights plank in the Democrat platform. Will the platform include such plan? Let's do that one. Yeah, I don't want to piss off what we got right now. I'm not going to piss off who's left. So we're going to do that. As the campaign begins, your advisors are planned for a whistle-stop tour across the country to shake hands with and speak to as many voters as possible. It will be difficult, but no one said being president would be easy. Where will your first stop be? How are we looking here? So we're gonna asses handed to us in the Northeast. Same thing in the Great Plains. Let's do this one. Your speech receives a powerful applause that will echo through history. Unfortunately, you are pelted with fruit as you leave by members of the Klan. This will now look good in the South. Hey, we're cooking. We are cooking somewhat. We're up to 69. Nice. The greatest comeback ever. Visit New York. Nope. We went south. We went to Richmond. Let's go to Tennessee. No. Let's go to Florida. After the long presidency of FDR, who defied historical precedent and won 4 terms, many Republicans have begun publicly pushing for a constitutional amendment to limit the president to just 2 terms. Do you support this amendment? Yes. Well, that was a bad idea. 83, never mind. That was perfect. We got 89. After the testimony of Bentley and Whittaker Chambers unveiled a list of suspected communists in government, congressmen in the House of Un-American Activities have cast a wide net of allegations and subpoenas Among those subpoenaed are your friend Harry White and your former subordinate in the Agriculture Adjustment Administration, Alger Hiss. Any comment? And these allegations serious. Go with that. Yeah, good luck with that one, Henry. 86! We're cooking. We're cooking. We're somehow not dead yet. Alright, let's go to Wisconsin. Why not? Since June, your decision to orchestrate an airlift supplies into Berlin. Let's see. That's a good idea. Let's play Stalin a visit. Well, that went well. Since the HUAC held 10 writers and directors in contempt in November last year, these 10 Hollywood icons have been fired by the AMPT and practically barred from directing or producing motion picture sets. Is there anything you'd like to say about the course of events? Let's go that one. No harm, no foul. Well, there goes that plan. That backfired. I just love how in like 5 seconds it backfired that bad. Hey, we still got electoral votes at least. Go back to Florida. As the campaign continues, the Wallace Express, as it soon gets called by pundits, continues its journey through the nation. Where will your next stop be? Ohio. I'm gonna say Ohio. That makes more sense. You're welcome to Cincinnati as a hero of labor. After your speech, you receive a standing ovation. The excitement in the crowd is palpable, but the polls haven't changed much. Well, we're cooking. We are cooking slowly. The Boeing machinist strike has just entered the 18th week of picketing in Seattle. And the numbers of workers striking has reached its peak. Some violent incidents have been reported. Governor Monron Wellgren has refused to crack down the strikers, and many are looking to you for leadership on the issue. Let's see. Let's go with the last one. You're struck by principles, but the wave of strikes in the nation has plagued your entire presidency since the war. Hey, it actually helped us. Ben Cynics for 2. Will you stream Ohio's issue number 1 on August 8th? Yes, I will. We will be streaming that one live. I will have a video on that made soon, but yeah. Virginia! After the Chinese Communist counteroffensive led by Mao crossing the Kuomintang territory 2 years earlier, you've been criticized despite your stated allegiance with the KMT, cause for perceived weakness in China issue. Most recently, the city of Kelvin has fallen to the communist forces. Can the U.S. do more to address this threat? Let's see. Let's go to the first one. It's a good defense of your record, and even your critics find themselves in agreement. How the tide of the Chinese Communist forces continue to move through China. And so, it was the right answer, but we're screwed. They were at least in 94. At a stop near Indianapolis, a foreign reporter asked you, Mr. Wallace, what do you say to the people of Europe whom you finally support with your ancient plan? Go that one. Send in the troops. So, I mean, we're not doing terrible. Considering the fact where we were at, we're cooking. Social Security was one of the most popular programs established by Roosevelt, but many Americans, especially those in your party, would like to see Social Security benefits increased. That one. This is exactly what your supporters wanted to hear. Yes! As your Whistle Stop tour progresses through the country, you're met by joyous crowds and legions of the most loyal supporters, the Gideon's Army. Wherever you go, despite the dire forecast and the punditry in New York City and D.C., as you continue your campaign trail, where will you visit next? Let's see. I'm thinking Illinois, but let's go to frickin' Chicago. Screw it. Popular Mayor Martin Kenley joins you in an event, and everywhere your supporters go are enthusiastic. Some wonder whether the momentum you're building signifies something. You're the underdog for sure, but you're onto something. Oh, yes. We're definitely cooking now. How are we coming back from this? How? Like, we're only down 4 nationally now, despite being down, what, 50 earlier? Go to Beijing. Real. I mean, we're not doing bad. Usually I suck at this, but go to Ohio. Hitting where it hurts. Kelvin suggests pace of the room as the Wallace Express rolls through Kansas after you delivered your third speech today. We need to go on at the attack. Your Secretary of State, Dean Acheson, who had arrived while stopping Loris to brief you on the situation in China, shakes his head in response. What do you think, Mr. President? Let's see. Okay, not that good. How will you utilize your running mate, House Minority Leader Sam Rayburn? Yeah, so get Sam to gather congressional endorsements. Not bad. Rap slide. Let's go to Arkansas. As you campaign through the Farm Belt and move into the Great Plains, agriculture remains an issue on top of mind for voters in these states. As rolling golden fields stare back at you, remember growing up on the farm or family farm. Those were simpler times for simpler folks. What will your position be generally on agriculture? Stronger subsidies. We had to do it. We had to cook. A series of letters were recently published by a columnist named Westbrook Pegler in Chicago Tribune. You allegedly sent to Russia mystic and painter experience Nicholas Konstantin. In these letters, you often beseech the blessings of the great ones and delegated strange nicknames to some of your colleagues, most notably naming Roosevelt the Flaming One. Let's see. We had to do something, so I think that was a good option. As the Wallace Express continues its journey past the Farm Belt and into the American West, the campaign is approaching its close. It has been a tumultuous campaign, but it's not over yet. You say to yourself internally, it's not over yet. Where will you make your next stop? I'm going to say Colorado. Or maybe California. Despite being a heavily Republican district, it received well in San Bernardino. I suppose we'll see on election day just how much these crowds really signify. Okay. What are your plans for healthcare reform in the coming years? Okay. Yeah, we gotta go to the Midwest now. We gotta throw everything there. That's our only hope. In March of this year, the ethnic conflict in Palestine escalated when the Israel forces moved into the Arab-controlled territory. It was further escalated after the British mandate ended and Arab forces invaded the nation. So far, the Jews have successfully defended themselves despite being widely outnumbered. Hundreds of Americans have enlisted in volunteer forces for the Maha. What do you have to say about the conflict as it will enter its second year? That was a bad idea. I completely forgot it. I misread that. It's okay. After some pressure, Stason agrees and you meet in Chicago for the first ever presidential debate. You easily manage to box Stason over his stance on banning communism and the unpopularity of the 80th Congress, and most agree you won. Good. Send in the troops. Okay, we're just gonna whatever. David forks over enough cash to leave you with when combined with the other benefactors, and the Wallace Express continues back homeward. During a warm noon moment in eastern China, the city of Nanjing, an important city for China's vital train lines, stands undefeated. It has survived siege by the communists for 3 weeks, an impressive feat given the state of the war. Now it is unusually quiet. Children playing in the streets, a Soviet Tupolev Tu-4 could be seen cutting through the clouds overhead. It sheds an iron tear that falls to earth. In a flash, thousands were wiped out from existence. The city was quiet again, before all that could be heard with the screams. Let's see. The peoples of the world watch as China is left by the fires of 2 atomic bombings. Thousands lay dead or injured. Your opponent's attacks seem to be quiet these days, as quiet as the street corner and king. Oh boy. Oh boy. November 1st, just one day before the American people are set to go out and vote, Earl Broder, the former leader of the Communist Party, USA, shambled before the HUAC, his vision hollow. There he alleged that the Soviet regime in Moscow has secretly been coordinating agents to interfere with the election on behalf of your candidacy. What do you have to say about this serious accusation? Let's see. Okay, we gotta go to frickin' Philadelphia. It's over. Well, we lost. We definitely did not cook. 100% did not cook. Alright. Hey, we won South Carolina. Woo! We got killed in Indiana. Actually, not that bad. Got murdered in Vermont. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We lost Pennsylvania. Yeah, it's over. It's Jover. Pain. Go to final results. Only 80 electoral votes. Yeesh. Hey, considering the fact that we were down to 0 beforehand, I'll take it. And the fact that we did have a third-party vote. Overall, we definitely, we got killed. Yeah, that was certainly a campaign of our time. Alright, we did that one. Okay, what mod should we do now? We just got freaking slaughtered. Do 1860. It's so Jover. Yeah, I mean, that was... Yeesh. 2002 Netherlands. Okay, let me just, I don't get how we did that bad. I thought we did okay. Like, not perfect, but still. Let's see. I'm looking at, 2016 Democratic primaries. Ooh, this is a good one. This looks good. Okay, DNC, continue. Hillary Clinton, Bernie Sanders, or Martin O'Malley? We're not doing Clinton. No. So, who should we play as? This actually looks like a pretty good mod. Personally, I would go with Bernie, but what is everybody thinking? Does everybody want me to suffer with O'Malley? Does everybody want me to suffer with him? Play as Bernie. I'm considering it. Can you do better than O'Malley? Is web an option? No. Okay, so we're not going to do Clinton. I don't care. That's just BS. Who to play as? Bernie O'Malley, right? I pronounce this guy's name. I honestly forgot he ran for president. Suffer. Yeah, everybody's going to say O'Malley, just for me to suffer. Okay, everybody's saying Bernie. Can now hold on? Can we just like go like full schizo, like conservative Democrat with O'Malley? I don't think he's necessarily conservative or even moderate, but who knows? So everybody is saying Bernie. O'Malley Bros, let's commit the Fs. What? Everybody is saying Bernie. He did only one good thing, that was give us Hogan in 2014. Well, that's a good sign. Let's see. Attempt to sabotage Clinton. How about this? Yeah. Okay, we'll do Bernie next. All right. No, we'll do Bernie first. And the second one, I want to like play as O'Malley and just like screw him over. So, we give Bernie justice. Yeah, we'll play as Bernie. Pick your campaign chair. Jeff Weaver. Why does he look like an AI generated guy? Look at that. Whatever. All right, proportional. Yeah. Holy crap. Oh, this looks pretty good. We need to give Bernie justice. Yeah, we need to get Bernie. We gotta win Bernie this. We're gonna be like serious about this. Okay. A thug. Obama opinion. A thug and divider. Okay, yeah, so these, yeah. There's some definitely good ones. Yeah. I think there's just some, this actually looks like a pretty good mod, whoever made this. You need to flip California. Yeah, how much are we down in California right now? Current delegate count. Okay. Let's step back a couple years. The year is 2011, and there is quite some progressive frustration over the way Obama has dealt with the Republican-controlled House. You seem interested in attempting to mount a primary challenge against Obama. Majority Leader Harry Reid has requested to talk with you. What will you do? What should we say about this? Because what made Bernie good back then was, yeah, he was left-leaning on social issues, obviously, but at least he, like, understood, like, you know, you can't just have amnesty and stuff. So should we just go balls to the wall and say, we're gonna challenge Obama? Should we do it? Obama. Tell him to eat shit. Okay, I think it would make much more sense not to just sit down and listen to Reid. Harry Reid is able to talk you out of it. Not thorough, thinly veiled threats, but arguing that Obama losing to Romney or at Santorum would hurt the progressive movement even more. Perhaps this was the best. Yeah, let's just go with that. Yeah, let Obama ruin everything. After years of speculation and discussion, you officially confirmed your bid for the Democrat nomination for president at Burlington's Waterfront Park. The Clinton campaign, expecting to easily win the nomination, is quite frustrated at the prospects of a long primary season. What shall you discuss in your announcement speech? So obviously the biggest thing that made Bernie unique was his populist platform, that he was seen as the populist candidate. I'll emphasize the populist platform. No matter what party you're a part of, your wages are getting decreased, you're working longer hours, and you're worse off than before. I'm the candidate here who truly understands the needs of the American people. And I'm the one who can unify this country. That's frickin' Bernie back then. Remember him? So, yeah. I think that's probably the best answer. Focus on the fact that your wages are getting gutted. Do small government. Yeah, right, with Bernie. Pundits note the very strong populist tone of the speech. You certainly will have no trouble setting yourself apart from Clinton, regardless. Alright. Oh, that's cool. So they actually have, like, the delegates are on certain days. That's pretty cool. That there's certain days where, like, the primary's at. So obviously we're going to Iowa. While Clinton is the only other major candidate, there are other candidates such as Martin O'Malley, Jim Webb, and Lincoln Chafee, whose support appears to be fluctuating. Do you have any response or plan for these minor candidates? Outreach is absolutely important. We need to extend our coalition of voters. I'll make sure to emphasize the most popular parts of my platform that can connect with a really broad range of voters. Let's do that. Some of your most leftist supporters seem a bit disappointed. Well, they can go screw themselves. Ooh, this one's related to Trump. Businessman Trump has announced his candidacy for the Republican nomination. Do you have any comments about his announcement? I think it's best we or anyone else don't give him any damn attention. The things he said in his announcement speech are straight up vile and racist, and only helps if we keep him relevant or take his campaign seriously. Should we just ignore Trump, or should we go attack him? I don't think it's a good idea to attack him. Full endorsement of Trump. True. Chat, what does everybody say? Should we go full blown, just like attack Blumph? Ignore him. That's what I was thinking. Just ignore him. Clinton's campaign takes note and doesn't really say anything. Well, it sounds like Trump could actually be elected president. It's best to ignore his campaign. He's probably doing it just to raise interest in the hotels anyway. Oh, I love it. I love parodies. As the Iowa caucuses are not for a few more months, your advisors think you should consider campaigning in other places to get ahead in the polls. Where do you wish to campaign today? Let's go to, Rust Belt. Michigan looks to be an uphill battle, although Minnesota and Wisconsin have quickly warmed up to you. Perhaps a win in Michigan will really help you gain momentum. Yeah. Your campaign is notable for the fact, rather than seeking large donations to the now legalized super PAC, your campaign is focused on small, individual donors. While you haven't raised as much as Clinton, this is still an impressive feat. With these large sums of money, what part of the campaign do you wish to boost with the surplus? Ground game. Your internal polling shows an increased support within those states. Perhaps you're onto something. Easy, always focus on the ground game. Alright, let's go to California. With the early caucuses and primaries approaching within a few months, CNN has invited you, Clinton, Chafee, O'Malley, and Webb to a presidential debate. Will you accept the invitation? If so, what will you focus on during the debate? Let's see. What? Okay. She doesn't support popular policies such as $15, Medicare for all. Do that. The result of the debate is unclear. Both you and Clinton have dropped in the polls a little, although it is unsure what effect this will have going into Iowa, New Hampshire, and Nevada. Whatever. Trade is an issue that you and Clinton have starkly different views upon. What would you like to clarify where exactly you stand upon trade? I would work to renegotiate our current trade deals. With the American worker in mind, we cannot allow our jobs to be shipped over to other countries with lower standards for human rights and others. Trade isn't a bad thing, but it must be fair. Yes! Lord Rhino for £5. Do you think Bernie would have beaten Trump in 2016? Possibly. You don't know. But yeah, I'm going to focus on the first one. This is a good response, as you balance your many protectionist supporters in the Northern Plains, while at the same time not alienating potential supporters who support free trade. We're definitely cooking. We are 100% cooking. After a successful debate in November in Des Moines, Iowa, where Clinton made a gaffe that can be explained by a live tweet comment, never before have I heard someone use 9/11 to justify millions of Wall Street donations. You hit the campaign trail of boosted spirits and an increase in the polls. What topic would you like to hone in at a campaign rally? Populist message. Obviously, this is This has its expected supporters and detractors, with the populist message being hit or miss, and the Midwest being more fertile ground for this message. Yeah, that's our entire campaign, so... Your proposal for Medicare for All has gained much attention by the media. Lower-income voters have flocked to your campaign for the hope of finally having health care, while Clinton surrogates attack proposal for being naive and too expensive. What will you emphasize the most about your healthcare plan? In the richest country on earth, it's embarrassing we don't have the guarantee of the right to healthcare. Healthcare is a human right. I will emphasize the savings we will have from fully implementing Medicare for All. I say the third one. I say the third one makes most sense. I mean, I you know me, I do believe there needs to be some kind of public option. But, you know, with Bernie, the one thing he can make a serious argument about is it does lower costs for people overall, but still crap. But no, we're not repealing Obamacare. Not as freaking Bernie. I'm going to say focus on the savings. This is an interesting way to go about the issue. Your base loves your defense of Medicare for All, while moderates are very interested in the cutting of cost of bureaucracy. These remarks have also gained the endorsement of National Nurses United. Yes. Yes. We're cooking. Senator Warren, who declined to run for office even after a draft movement to convince her to run, has not made an endorsement in the race. Will you attempt to gain her endorsement? Let's see. Warren tells you that she's not interested in making any endorsement until the primaries are over. Rather unfortunate, but at least she isn't endorsing Clinton. Okay. Gun control is a complex issue that different wings of the Democrat Party feel different about. How exactly will you clarify your position on gun control? Ooh, this is one that we have to be very careful on. This one's... Ugh. How should we answer this? I mean, you can really... Common sense reforms such as background checks and widely supported plans that would help stop mishandling firearms. I think people forget Bernie wasn't like, oh, like beta, we were going to take away your guns. I think common sense reform. Go with it. Universal background checks are widely supported within the Democrat Party and the public. And this answer goes well without alienating a portion of your voter base. We're cooking. As a series of coordinated terrorist attacks have tragically occurred in Paris today, killing over 137 people and injuring hundreds. As a result of these attacks, the start of the Democrat debate, hosted by CBS, will feature initial questions on foreign policy. With this topic being one of your weak parts, what exactly will you say? Let's see. The Paris attacks were a series of vile disgusting and immoral attacks in the great nation of France. With that being said, I don't believe these attacks should be used to surge operations within the Middle East. So, here's my, everybody knows my opinion. If there's no reason to put troops on the ground, don't freaking put troops on the ground. So, but with that being said, it's like, if the United States got attacked by, a terrorist attack, there needs to be a response, obviously. But, an ally like France, it is a threat. But we're talking about Bernie Sanders here, and, yeah, true. This isn't Trump, so we have to... I'm going to say we don't have a surge of operations. Your attempt to balance out your isolationist views with your condolences doesn't appear to have worked as you hope. Nevertheless, populist voters seem to get the message. I'm trying to win Iowa. That's all I'm caring about. Although the Democrat primary field is largely consoled between you and Clinton, the GOP is having a harder time shrinking the field. Cruz, Rubio, Kasich, Carson, Bush, and Trump are all major candidates vying for the nomination. Is there anything you have to say about those candidates? Don't attack anybody. Not worth it. This is probably the best response you could give. It does no favors mentioning any of them by name, especially Trump's long shot campaign, which would be boosted by the legitimacy people have given it. What's a more fringe left-wing political topic? Climate change and global warming have become a growing concern among Democrats, independents, and even some Republicans. What is your stance on climate and green issues? Hmm. We're gonna focus on the fact that she took a bunch of fossil fuel donations. This balance is showing what you have to offer while also giving a strong and fair attack against Clinton. Your candidacy has struck out due to the fact you refuse to create an unlimited super PAC, and instead of relying upon direct individual dollar donations. The average Sanders campaign donor donates $27. To what extent would you like to emphasize this on the campaign trail? All the time. Focus on the fact that you're giving a shit about people. The response is perfect. And Obama even comments later during the White House Correspondents' Dinner that Bernie Sanders looks like $1 million. Actually, let me put this in terms you'll understand. 37,000 donations of $27. I mean, why do you think people voted for Bernie? Why? Chat. Why do you think so many people supported Bernie back then? Because guess what? He gave a shit about people. He gave a shit about, yes, we disagree with him, but it's like he's at least trying to solve the problems. I'm just saying. Let's go to California. VP Biden, who long considered a presidential run this year, has formally announced he would not be seeking the nomination after the loss of his son Beau the previous year. He has yet to endorse either candidate, but his endorsements would hold a lot of weight. Will you go meet with him and try to gain his endorsement? Yeah, I know it's a meme now, but yeah, we gotta get Biden's endorsement. In a shock to many political pundits, Biden has issued a light endorsement of your campaign. Although an attempt to emphasize unity, he has also stated that he would campaign for any of the Democrat candidates if they won the nomination. Yes! We have good RNG for once! We got Joe! We did it! We actually got freaking Joe Biden to endorse us. Oh, man. Earlier today, the DNC suspended your access to voter data after a staffer reportedly viewed data belonging to Clinton's campaign during a failure of a firewall. If not handled quickly, the situation could harm your campaign. How will you respond to this incident? Completely outrageous, and is even more evidence the DNC is looking to help the Clinton campaign. As the incident makes it across the news, many feel that you should have privately solved this to the DNC. Well, shit. As 2016 begins, the primary season begins with Iowa coming up shortly. Today you're holding a rally in the state. What exactly will you focus on during the speech? Trade. This answer has expected supporters and detractors, but this is not a bad strategy if your goal is to sacrifice some support in coastal states for Midwestern support. Yep, that's the reason. Let's go focus on manufacturing people. On the Republican side, it appears Bush has won the Iowa caucus. What? Bush won the Iowa caucus. Bro, what happened? Hold on a minute. One of many election nights has arrived. Winning the delegates to any of these races will be vital to your primary. Okay. Please say we win something. Damn it. Of course we lost by 0.1. No. This can't be happening. Please clap. Alright, we only lost by frickin' 0.1. Oh well. No. Let's go to Nevada. Foreign policy has always been your weaker spot for your campaign, and clarifying your positions could be the one way of helping your campaign. What is your stance on foreign policy and America's role in the world? Both of Clinton's takes on these issues are the less popular of the two. It's not as if you're wrong about Clinton voting for the Patriot Act. It's certainly something to hammer her on. How the hell did frickin' Jeb win the Iowa caucus? I don't... What universe are we in now? Close enough. Electoral reform has become a huge issue among Democrat voters ever since 2010, when Citizens United was decided, and allowed unlimited contributions to super PACs. Gerrymandering, often by overzealous Republicans, have also led... Oh, of course they frickin' word this as... Oh, okay, to be fair, this is the Democrat primary, but still. Have also led to the Republicans having a built-in advantage in the House. What is your plan to push for electoral reform? Sorry about everybody, I just muted myself. Hmm. Let's see. Let's focus on the fourth, ban gerrymandering. Abandon gerrymandering is the sort of reform-minded policy that can help you win over primary voters in red territory. Expect a small boost in the most egregiously gerrymandered states. Well, over the next few weeks, the 3 remaining primaries, New Hampshire, Nevada, and South Carolina, will commence. While your campaign will make last pushes in all 3 areas, where would you like to make an extra effort? Definitely Nevada. We're not going to win South Carolina. Focus on Nevada. Winning Nevada, or at least holding Clinton to a narrow margin, may be key to shrugging off claims of your weakness amongst minority voters. Alright, we got election night. So we're obviously going to win New Hampshire. We're going to get killed in South Carolina. Yeah, see? We got freaking murdered. Holy crap. We cooked there. Yes! We did it! We did it, Joe! We actually won the Nevada caucus. Man Milk for 2. Rap, can you please play 2000N? It is very interesting. I'll look at it soon. We actually won! Woohoo! Yeah! We don't suck. Congratulations. I love it. We did it. We did it, Joe. With Obama being the current president, many are wondering just how you plan to address his legacy as a campaign for the Democrat nomination. Let's see. Focus on that. Though your promises play well with youth voters and some disaffected Democrats, you stayed silent on Obama with his soaring popularity amongst Democrats. Let Hillary pick up swaths of his supporters while you're stuck playing catch up. Well, we already kind of were falling apart, so yay. After those early primaries, it's now here, Super Tuesday, with the largest amount of delegates up for grabs in a single day. Where you choose a campaign may be a critical decision. Let's see. We gotta hold the line in Texas. We cannot get killed in Texas. Okay. We're gonna get killed, but it's whatever. These are all southern states. Yeah, you see, yeah, we definitely got murdered. As Super Tuesday comes to a close, you enter more favorable territory. One issue Democrat voters are starting to take more notice of is the growing wealth gap in America, a topic that has been red meat for your campaign. With you stressing how the richest 20 individuals own more wealth than the bottom half of the American population. What is your proposed solution to this? But people are working, excuse me. People are working more hours and earning less. It's not just jobs being outsourced, it's the money itself. We must put an end to offshore tax havens and return that money back to the people. Speeches like these really get the populist voters across the country raving for your campaign. Oh, we're cooking! Michigan is one of the states set to hold their primary very soon. Polls consistently show you with the deficit there, but your advisors insist that if you visit the state ahead of the scheduled forum and debate, you can seriously close the gap. What should you do? Let's go into it. Win or lose, one thing is right. The polls definitely were off, and that errors to your benefit. Come on. Come on, we need a cook here now. We need a big win now. Okay, we lost Mississippi. That's not a surprise. Yes! We won Michigan. So we're not... Are we doing better than Bernie in real life? After the massive polling error in Michigan, your campaign hits a trail with boosted spirits going into crucial primaries such as Missouri. Missouri, Ohio, and Illinois. However, one thing is clear. Your weakness amongst minority voters, especially black voters, is becoming a problem for you. How will you attempt to improve your position? Let's see. Focused on this one. This is a coherent and relatable answer that speaks to the pleas of many voters. Alright, now the next primary is going to be Ohio. Today, 5 primaries in 5 key states take place, especially Ohio, Missouri, and Illinois. Which of these would you like to campaign in ahead of the early primaries? Honestly, I'm going to go in Ohio. Perhaps due to heavy campaigning, but it seems there was a minor upset in the polls here. Although no clue if it will be close enough to close the gap. Okay, we're going to lose those 2 states, obviously. There's no way we're going to... Damn it! We lost Ohio. And that's not good. That ain't good. We're definitely not cooking. We're definitely not in a good situation right now. On certain issues such as gun control, Clinton has largely undertaken a strategy portraying you as a more conservative than herself. One of these topics is immigration, for which her record has been complicated. Let's see. Focus on that one. A pretty honest answer. You may lose some support with those who view immigration less favorably, but this answer is still your usual. Populist self. Bleh. As are typical for campaign, newspaper endorsements are crucial. One such, the New York Daily Times, wishes to interview to determine their endorsement. Will you accept the interview, and what strategy will you be? The interview goes over pretty well. The Daily News endorses you and specifically talks about how you explained how you would break up the banks. Over the next week, a variety of primaries will occur, specifically in western states that pundits view as more favorable, such as Washington, Alaska, and Idaho. Which of these would you like to focus on? We're going to win Wisconsin, so I'm not worried about that. Let's go to Arizona. Let's try to focus on Arizona. Yeah. Unfortunately, what happened in Michigan may not be something you can easily repeat, but shrinking Clinton's lead is in what appears to be her sole bright spot is a good idea. Okay, so we got a bunch of states. Hopefully we cook. We're going to win Wisconsin. We know that. We did better in Arizona. We did better than the polling said. Oh my gosh. That was a big victory. So we're definitely something. Although you were raised in a Jewish family, a reporter at a rally in Indianapolis has inquired how religious you actually are. Given the U.S. has never had an openly atheist president, or even a Jewish president, how will you respond to this reporter? it's not particularly a huge topic, although some party leaders worry religious voters may be disaffected in general. Whoop-de-doo. As the May primaries approach, you begin a large rally in New York. What topic would you specifically like to focus on? Let's increase support with populist Clinton skeptic voters. Easily. Much of the vote spell is already voted, but if you're looking to get an upset in Indiana and Pennsylvania, this may be a good angle. Pennsylvania. Over the next few weeks, some big primaries such as New York, the Aquila primaries, Indiana, Kentucky are set to take place. Which of these states would you like to focus on at the end? Let's focus on New York. Send troops to Ohio. Real. Okay. We lost Pennsylvania. Yeesh. Not bad. We won Connecticut and Rhode Island, somehow. On the other side of Indiana, businessman Donald Trump has appeared to have secured the field to win the GOP nomination. With him as a Republican opponent, will you use the news at all during the final primaries? Okay, California, you're our last hope. Can't believe I just said that. Although you have run a generally clean campaign, now is probably your final chance to explain why Clinton is unfit for the Democrat nomination. What will your final argument here focus on? That one. Touching all the main issues here, it seems. Perhaps a regular stump speech is for the best. Answer is clearly California. Focus. We're going to lose a couple of these states, I think. No, Jeb didn't win. Okay, obviously we lost those states. Not a surprise. We won California. That's huge. That is freaking massive that we won California. Holy crap, that's huge. Where do we go now? California again. As the polls begin to close in California, here's where the trouble can begin. Unpledged delegates, also known as superdelegates, are unelected and affiliated with the party, are able to vote on the first ballot. Is there anything you are able to say to swing some of the delegates over? Focus on ending it. This will mobilize voters, but the superdelegates are not very happy, and you claiming to want to take away their convention voting right. Too bad. After over a year of campaigning, here it is. Philadelphia. What are your final thoughts before you prepare to step into the convention? Focus on that one. Well, where are these superdelegates assholes at? Where are they? Not that bad. Only lost by 60. Darn it! Yeah, superdelegates did it. I mean, we did pretty good. I think we did pretty good. I would say that was actually kind of successful. Not gonna lie, we didn't get killed. We did better than Bernie in real life. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take this at 100 times out of 100. Where are these superdelegates at? Where are you at? Unfortunately, this was the expected outcome. At certain points, it seemed like Clinton had the backing of the party leaders. Whether it was just those superdelegates, that press interview, or just their left-wing stances being too much for voters, Clinton shall be the nominee to face Trump in the general, making her the first female ever to receive a major party's nomination. Well, you did way better than real life. Yeah, we cooked. We did cook, just it wasn't enough. Wasn't enough. Oh well. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, we got like 400 more delegates, so we ran a far more populist campaign. Not necessarily more liberal, just, yeah. Don't know what to say. Don't know what to say at all. Endorse Trump. All right. I think I'm. Let's see. We choose truth over facts. Real. You know what? Okay, we're gonna do one more, then we're done. We're gonna do Youngkin versus McAuliffe. Sabotage O'Malley. Should we? Hold on. Should we try to sabotage Clinton? Do 2016 GOP primary. Do they have that? Do they have 2016 GOP? I don't see any. Okay. We'll do one more. You haven't played Youngkin versus McAuliffe. Fine. We'll do Youngkin versus McAuliffe, and then we're probably going to head out. So if you got any more questions, any more comments, any more super chats, probably a good idea to send them now, just in case I end a bit early. We'll do Youngkin versus McAuliffe. Okay, obviously we'll go with Youngkin. Win some spears, of course. Yeah, that's good. Pause the soundtrack. Yep, we're gonna do the Youngkin one. Alright. So we're down by 6. Let's take a step back. In the primary season, your main opponent was Amanda Chase, who you defeated comfortably in the convention. However, despite this, Chase is considered running for third party due to concerns over how conservative your governorship would be. How will you respond to her fears? Let's probably address her concerns. This is probably your best option given the grim circumstance of this election. That works. With your nomination, the Republican candidate for governor, you now have the best chance to set a tune with your nomination. What will your overarching theme be? Parental control. This helps you in the rural and suburban parts of Virginia, though minority voters are not exactly happy with this. Go to Loudon. The Republican Party of Virginia has recently filed a lawsuit to disqualify McAuliffe from appearing on the ballot. The suit alleges that he didn't sign documents needed to qualify for the primary in general. Although the case is still developing, will your campaign choose to attack McAuliffe on this? Focus on banning critical race. Will you emphasize the historic significance of your running mate? Yes. Sears may be a historic nomination, but her policies are not exactly similar to most minority voters. Alright. How will you address attempts by your opponents to portray you as inexperienced? Let's see. I'm a businessman. I know how to make things run smoothly. We should really emphasize my record to counter these attacks. Yeah. Or this one. This is a good response. Education is key to this election. There has been a recent chant going around on social media rallying behind the phrase F Joe Biden. With his falling approval ratings, it has gained some traction. Will you address this at all in your campaign? It's just a social media trend. Doesn't matter. January 6th riots shook many in Virginia, especially given its proximity to Washington, D.C. Do you have anything to say about them? Let's stay silent. This leaves you very vulnerable to attacks from both sides. Current Governor Northam has been under fire for wearing blackface in the past. Do you have anything to say on the issue? Let's see. Most people already passed this, but it's still important to conservatives and liberals alike. Go to Virginia Beach. With gas prices rapidly rising, what will be your response. In addition, can you make comment on your broader energy policy? Let's see. That one. No one likes higher gas prices, at least in the US. A new issue has caught the media by storm, critical race theory. How will you be addressing the issue on the campaign? We will mention this frequently on the campaign trail. Easily. Education is and has always been a top issue in Virginia. Just keep hammering it. Keep focusing on it. Overall, what are your thoughts on how Biden has been handling the presidency? I'm strongly opposed to the Biden presidency. Afghanistan is a weak point for Democrats, though nationalizing this election may not be for the best option. What is your position on COVID lockdowns and vaccine mandates? This is a great answer if you want to reach out to more voters. Trying to play this careful. You're a bit coy over this during the primaries and conventions. But now you have reached the general. Do you think Biden legitimately won the election? This is your best option. There won't be many Biden Youngkin voters if you tell people that their votes were, you know what. What is your overall position on Virginia state taxation? Cut taxes. People always like the idea of less taxes. Easy. It is time for you to allocate funding for advertising. What type of electorate will you focus your ads on? Easy. Suburbs. What are your stance on gun rights? That one. This is a good compromise. How will you discuss police reform during the election? I back the blue. This is red meat for your base. You are currently preparing for a rally. What will your attire be? Let's see. I will wear a Youngkin vest to make myself seem relatable. Yes! The magical frickin' vest. Fortunately for you, this strategy works out well, and you start calling this your lucky sweater. Yeah. Debates have been scheduled and are currently preparing. Will you attend them? The debates were found pretty inconclusive, though the real highlight was when Princess Blanding crashed the debate. Do you trust the certain vaccine? Please note, people know your reluctance to talk about major issues. What are your stance on abortion? People know your reluctance to talk about major issues. Whatever. You've come under fire for your stance on LGBT rights. How will you respond to this criticism? Let's go to the first one. This evokes the fear many parents have had over the years. Keep focusing on it. The white supremacists stop showing up to your rallies. As your campaign comes to an end, what will your final message to voters be? We never got the frickin' whatever. Okay, Loudon. It is election day. Where will you spend your final efforts? Norfolk suburbs, DC suburbs. They never frickin' had the scandal, whatever. Well, we're probably gonna lose. We cooked, not enough though. We did not cook enough. Because I don't think we got enough margins, good enough margins. Hopefully we do good in Henrico and stuff. Fairfax, not good. Not good, not good at all. Loudon, that's alright. Oh, I think we're gonna win this. Oh my god, are we actually gonna pull this off? No, we're not. It's over. This stinks. Yeah, we lost. I never got an event about the freaking scandal in Loudoun County. Well. Rip Bozo, we got... Yeah, we weren't given anything. What was I supposed to do in that? That's bullshit. That's complete and total bullshit. Oh yeah, this is the most important scandal of the election. We're not going to mention it. Whatever. Man, that's a load of baloney. Bro. Whatever, that was rigged. That was BS. Oh, gosh. Man, what was I supposed to do? It never gave me any questions about, like, Loudoun County. The thing that won Youngkin in the election? Oh, well. It's alright. If you got any more super chats, any more questions, concerns, send them now or forever go in peace. I think we went through everything. I think we're done. I do gotta get going a little bit. Play 2002 Netherlands. Nah. Jeb 2016. What's more cursed? Conservative Bernie or liberal Trump? Conservative Bernie. Play Tucker 2024. I mean, not really. Chris Christie says you must stay. Well, I already said I was going to only do like a couple games and I was done. Christie. It's crisp. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this stream, smash the like button down below. Subscribe. Share with your friends. Hit that little bell. Follow the social media accounts in the description down below. And, of course, join the channel today. Thank you so much for everybody that tuned in. We'll see you guys in the next stream or video. Godspeed.